Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Monday, August the 5th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic, and I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. In the email that you are getting, you will see a link for the test drive. The test drive is fast approaching. It starts next Monday, August the 12th, runs for 5 full trading days, and it will cost you $8.99 for those 5 full trading days. And that will give you access to our premium subscription, so just as if you were a premium subscriber. If you have our standard subscription right now and you've always wanted to try our premium, this is a great opportunity for you to do the same. And as I say, if you sign up now, basically what you're doing is pre-registering. So you will not get live data until Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when the live data starts. However, about an hour after the market close on Friday, you will have access to the program so you can play around with it all weekend. Of course, there's no data, the market's not open, but at least you can play around with it and get set up for Monday. All right, well, pretty brutal day in the market. As we speak, the market is down 700 points. A lot of China news, of course. China devalued their currency. Haven't seen levels like that since 2008. So, trade wars, all sorts of concern in the market right now for today anyway. So, a lot of short opportunities. So, let's take a look at the one that I did that did okay, where I could have got more out of it, got a little jumpy. INSM. Now I just want to show you, this is the evening scan, next day. I know it's a wordy, evening scan, next day, curated, don't repeat, down. So again, the don't repeat means I'm only going to see the symbol one time. Down meaning I was looking for the stocks to break yesterday's low, which would have been, of course, Friday, and then making a new low. And don't repeat, again, I'm only going to see the stock one time. Not going to see it over and over again. So let's just take a look at what happened. So the GLYC, as an example, there was the alert at 407. These are all to short. Now, I actually tried to get this one, but this one just got absolutely hammered on a late stage drug failure. So this was right now, as we speak, it's down 64%, and I just couldn't get it. The uptick rule, if a stock is down more than 10%, you basically have to you get into a queue, into a line, really, people trying to short, and you have to have some action at the ask. You can go in at the bid, but you need some action at the ask. And even if there is some shorting at the bid, you may not be, you may be way down in the queue. So anyway, the bottom line is, unfortunately, I just couldn't get it. But what a great alert! 407. You didn't have to get it right at 407, but even just on a 4 break, that was an awesome short call if you could get it. Cars, the same sort of thing. 1160. I'm not sure if you could have got this right here. It went all the way down to 1028. Certainly, probably somewhere though, and then it popped. And actually, a lot of us we've been watching this one to see if we get a bounce. But the market, again, if you weren't in the market today, there's the SPY. Already, this is pre-market. It's already down a lot, sinking. A little glimmer of hope here for 30 minutes, and now it's starting to move down again. Maybe another little recovery, but the SPY is really, really weak, and it's dragging most stocks down with it. So again, cars, we've been kind of waiting to see if there could be a bounce. Acor is one that I actually did short, got out flat. This had a horrible day on Friday. The alert was at 287. Could have made a little bit of money, not a lot, but definitely could have made a little bit of money on that. Fleur was the one I unfortunately, another one that I couldn't get. Now it wasn't down 10%, but there's the alert at 22.10 and moved down $1 from there. But it was down 10% on Friday. So again, with this uptick rule, usually the next day it's still subject to it. So again, I tried to get it and I just couldn't get it. And we've already talked about the INSM. The NEO, it just came in at 1123.88. So this one is actually sort of having a bit of a bounce. Could have made a little bit on that one. It moved down to 23.61. But a tough day. Definitely a tough day in the market. This one actually, I was in this one for the longest time. This had earnings on Friday, and the reaction was really, really good. And it was sort of going against the market. I mean, remember, the market is doing this as this was moving up. It just couldn't break out. You know, I got into this one, I think, at around 1913, and I took it out finally at 1910. But it just couldn't break out. I had high hopes for it, but you know, could have made a little bit of a scalp. I mean, I was in at 1913, got in it, and it got up to 1925. I was hoping for more. Now, the one, this is your definition of an alpha stock right here, ALLK, had fantastic news on their, I think their phase 2 study. This is a drug company. This is right now up 128%. Imagine being in this one at $31 and waking up to this. And again, this is a classic alpha stock. What do I mean by that? This is a stock that is basically, of course, trading on its own. It does not care what the rest of the market is doing. It's a bit of a tough one to do because the spread was tough. You would have had to take fewer shares and put a wider stop if you wanted to, you know, withstand some of these whips. But nonetheless, this is your classic definition of a stock that literally doesn't care what the rest of the market is doing. It's trading on its own. And I think that's about it. I want to get back into the room and see if maybe we can, if we get any sort of a bounce, there could be some very interesting bounce plays for us to take advantage of, but we'll have to see. So I'm going to, the only one on the AI that, I should have kept the, can bring this chart in though, but MTSI. This was, again, in the face of a tough market, 1965. Let me bring in a 15-minute chart. And this actually might still be not too bad. So that was, this is the AI curated, don't repeat, 1965, and had a beautiful move. Remember, the market's doing this, and this is doing this. This had earnings last week, so this was a beautiful move, 1965, all the way up to 2019 without a pause on that 15-minute chart. So, you know, this, you know, other than that, nothing really much happened in this curation of the AI, but this certainly, if you took that one, that would have made up for virtually, you know, a lot of trades that may have gone against you. All right, I'm going to get back into the room. So bring back the capture. And if you have any questions for me, this is the email address you can use. A link for the free room in the email you're getting. Don't forget, you'll see the link for the test drive and also a subscription link, which will give you 15% off. So I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. That's when I'll share my screen, get live on the mic. Hope everybody has a great evening. So we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.